But I'm sure they're going to do that and exceed it very soon. Now Bem, just an extra 2.5 kilos.
So likes to take his time, Bem. Doesn't rush anything. Make sure that everything's right. The grip, the back. And again, proves that taking the time is worth it.
Now, where's that going to leave him? He's not going to win the snatch, but he didn't expect to do that. In fact, in Melbourne, he did very well to get the individual silver in the clean and jerk and the overall bronze, but I have to say there was some very odd lifting in this class 12 months ago, but none so odd as happened in this year's Europeans with Militosian and Yato. More of that, though, when we see the man, and here he is, Yato. Militosian it was who beat him in this competition in the European, or I should say in the European Championships earlier this year, with a world record snatch of 157.5, but then Militosian failed to complete a good lift in the jerk, which allowed Yato to put in a very impressive big lift in the clean and jerk to take the European title.
And a confident lift there for Yato.
150 kilos successfully hoisted above his head. He's never won an Olympic title. The closest he's got is a silver medal in 1992. But Yato very much the man to beat tonight. Here's, though, the Hungarian, Attila Betty. $150, still on the bar. Quite interesting this, David, because if you do go back 2 years to the Olympic Games in the snatch, then he was lifting 130, so...
Yes, he's really come on.
Hasn't yet got his 150, but he's got one more chance.
Yes, just looking at this, really doesn't get enough height on the bar.
So, from Hungary to Armenia. Eguazarian lifted a total of 330 kilos to get 4th place in the European Championships of 1994. That performance has currently put him into 4th place in the world rankings. But not to be. 150, too much.
On the replay, doesn't really manage to lock out that right arm.
So Eguazarian settles for, or has to settle for, 145, as Ferry tries 150. Take the early lead in the snatch competition and equal the weight already lifted by Yato, but he's fractionally lighter. But unfortunately, not able to achieve that third lift. And so 145 is his total for the snatch. This man who was the bronze medalist in the Europeans this year and the silver medalist in the Worlds 12 months ago. And 152.5, David, that's equal to what he lifted in the Europeans and a little bit more than last year.
Yes, these Turks really have put everything into training for this World Championships.
He's only 5 kilos short of the world record. Some opening weight to try.
And doesn't he make it look easy?
Well, if there isn't more petrol in that tank, I'll be surprised.
And I have to say that before this competition, my money was on Yato. And in fact,
Now, the first appearance of the former Olympic champion. This is Angel Genchev of Bulgaria. And there's quite a bit of story. This is the man who won the Olympic title in 1988 in Seoul at the 67.5 kilo category, only to have that medal taken away and also his records, as he was guilty of using some diuretics to help him make the weight. And that just simply not permitted, and we've not seen much of him about recently.
No, this is the first time I've seen him since the Olympic Games. So, been out of it for quite a while. Not many people come back. But come back is exactly what he's done.
155, first lift, 5 kilos ahead of his teammate Yato.
Perfect technician.
For the second man, Fedail Gula, and this man has to be respected as well. He's taken the silver medal in the European Championships ahead of his own teammate with a total of 342.5, and he was only 2.5 kilos overall behind Yato in this year's European Championship. So he's certainly a contender and certainly a man to be respected. Only 22. So a youngster in weightlifting terms, plenty of years ahead of him.
And doesn't seem to have much trouble with that.
155, and the two Turkish lifters have put the pressure on the defending champion right from the very first lift.